What a moment for you. How does that make you feel, watching
You know, I've got all the things you've shown me, lovely things. You know, you've got tapes of them, and I've never really looked at them, but to see them here today, you know, it's great. That was a great moment. I was delighted for so many people, my family at home, because my mum and dad said to me, I remember saying afterwards, they were telling me that everybody started coming around outside the door. You know, they live quietly, and the hundreds of people start outside the door. And they went down to the local pub, and they're not really drinkers, they don't go into the place too much, but they went down there, and everybody stood up and clapped, and my mum was so embarrassed. And, you know, it was that type of thing.
Yeah.
My son, at the time we were living in London, and my wife stepped outside, not thinking that I'd be taking a penalty, but she didn't want to go through watching other people take it. And my son ran out into the garden to tell her daddy scored, and she said, "Don't be so stupid." And that way, you know what, she came in and she sees the last penalty, my penalty, being rerun, and she couldn't, you know, she couldn't believe it in herself. And it was fantastic to be able to take probably the glory penalty. Why I was on the fifth was that I went round and I asked everybody what penalty they wanted to take, and I was left with the fifth one. Everybody chose number one, number two.
I'm not surprised you were left with the last one.
You know, it was great. It was really, I remember walking up that day to take it, and you could see there was about 12 to 15,000 Irish fans behind that goal, and as I run up, it was so still. And then when you see the ball hit the net, the explosion of green. The biggest mistake, as I say, standing still, because he got killed after that.
A real magic moment, though, altogether.
Great.
So let's move on to Leeds United, because particularly the year 2000, we're going to show you a montage of some of the highlights of the year 2000, when the performance in the Champions League. Let's have a look.
Leeds have done what seemed to be beyond them.
Knowing us, we'd probably have Real Madrid and Lazio, and I'd say, well, it'd be a miracle getting out of this group, but we'll try.
Impossible dream is still alive.
Well, those are your babies, David. You've always called them your babies, the young team that have done so fantastically well over the last couple of years. Is the dream still alive for you?
Oh, it is, and you know, looking back on that again, you know, some great moments. You know, went to great cities, great clubs, and held our own there, and give a great account of ourselves, and made ourselves a great name. And they went there, and apart from playing well, they enjoyed the occasion. And as I say, the travelling fans, you know, the support we had, the money they spent, you know, it was a great adventure. We tried to keep it going as long as we could.
Yeah.
We got to the semi-final. It had been great, sorry, to get to the final. But we had a great time along the way, and let's hope there's many, many more good times to come.
We're talking about your magic moments. I expect there are a lot of magic moments still to come in your career.
I hope so for ourselves in Leeds.